will settle, when the fog of war settles down a bit. By that time, the users and the manufacturers also, and the people in the trade would come to know as to what the minimum scale is. Right? Today, everybody is talking of maximum, but then I think everybody will realize what the minimum levels of any drone for any action are required. So that will make things a little more easier and streamlined.
Viewers, we are in conversation with Commander Kuldeepak Mittal, who's a ex-Indian Navy, served 21 years in Indian Navy. He has had multiple command postings. He's currently a soldierpreneur who's transited from Indian Navy to an entrepreneur, and currently he, in association with Israeli companies, he builds for Bharat. So, you know, as a now I want to I request you to wear the hat of a soldierpreneur, somebody who's been a soldier, transited as an entrepreneur. What advice would you give the future soldierpreneurs? Because a lot of officers who are looking to move do the transit into as an entrepreneur, they watch our program, they follow us. What advice would you give them when they're doing transition from being a soldier to a soldierpreneur?
One is that in this field of drones itself, the sky is the limit. So anybody and everybody, whether technical, non-technical, I mean, it has been thoroughly ingrained in us. We've had enough of practice and enough of you know training in the services. While we are in the training or while in the services, always been training. So whether it is a technical field or not, as a hobby, maintain your touch with the drone segment, because this is something which this time will not be available to us the next year. It is today. It's just May going on. Believe you me, over the next 6 months, like I said, the landscape would have changed completely. It's a fast-moving space, very fast, because simply because the items are small and small ticket size, and they are all expendables. The drone is a platform, but it is an expendable platform. And so this is one field. Other than this, you must explore all uh, you know uh, traditional methods of business, whether it is real estate or just trading or exports or imports or whatever. But don't try to go all over the place everywhere. Try to start small and try to start now, while you are doing your second leg of your second career or your journey. Straight away, along with that, while you are doing a job, start identifying what you are good at. Start discussing with people. Start discussing with businessmen, whether soldier or not, and try to find out your core competence, what kind of a person you are, to what length you would go to. But start now. You can start any business. Any business you can start with 3, 4, 5, 6 lakhs. So there's no reason. It's just a month or two salary. There's no reason why one should wait for getting $100 billion funding. It will never come. You know, or the government also fund 30, 40, 50 lakhs, which is good enough. Which is good enough. So always it is better to start small, start now, and build it up slowly. Build up the team slowly with you, and the team takes it forward thereafter.
Any advice you would give for entrepreneurs who are working on defense technology or building for Indian Armed Forces?
So don't promise that. Everybody promises, yes, I have done it, I have done it, we have done it, we have it, sir, we have done it. And that is where they go berserk, and that is where the organization also, suffers. The military also suffers, because when somebody is writing to
Welcome to My Startup TV. I'm your host, MajorSunilShetty. Today I bring you the second episode of Swaraksha. It is presented in collaboration with Swaraksha Mahotsav 2025, which will be held in Visakhapatnam in September this year. So in this series, we spotlight trailblazing companies that are driving innovation to strengthen India's infrastructure and security. Our featured company today is Telvik Conference India Private Limited, a global leader in advanced conferencing solution. Joining me for this show is Mohan Hamal, who is the Vice President Sales of Telvik Conference India. Mr. Mohan, welcome to the show. These days, thanks to Corona, one of the positive outcome was a lot of conferencing, a lot of meetings have gone online, and even those which have become physical, live broadcasting, conferencing has become a key component of everything that happens today. Be it business events, be it cultural events, be it marriages, be it medical devices. So your company must be having a ball of a time, right? You must be rolling right now.
We have conference system which can work on the hybrid system also, as for a local reinforcement system. So we have a system called multimedia conference system. We have a normal conference systems, digital systems, where people can have a hybrid plus local reinforcement. Basically we have a product for from a small boardrooms to large institutional parliaments. So we have all in solution with us, and this time we are doing in Defense Expo. We are participating over there, and we are showcasing our entire range of products, which I think for command centers, and there are a lot of application we cater with our products.
So, as a conference solution provider, what's the uniqueness as compared to there are quite a few companies in the market, right? So, how are you different to the others?
We recently adopted a latest USB-C microphone ports in our conference system. So we are one of the the company who introduced the USB-C connection on the conferencing system, first thing. And then we have a paperless solutions where in one setup you can do all the conferencing solution in terms of hybrid and a local reinforcement over there. And we have been in this industry from last 75 years. So our core portfolio is the communications.
There has been, the one of the things that you see with technology, especially when you talk about conferencing, televising, broadcasting, they change every 6 months. So how do you keep, yourself, updated? Because once you're given a solution to, a client, by the time you move on to the next client, or you commission the previous project, the next client, that probably the equipment would change, the solution changes. What do you do there?
We have a product called Flex, which I would say future proof. So you just need to buy a hardware, and then whatever requirement, you just have to have software. So hardware will be the same, but you can change over the software. If you want a voting, you just have a license. If you want to have interpretations, you just to have a license. So we have a product called Flex, which is a future ready product. You just need to buy a hardware, and then you just add softwares over there.
And with the AI disruption that's pretty much impacting every industry out there, and recently we got in our own studio a few cameras changed, and it was as a broadcaster, it was good to hear AI in cameras, but also I was intrigued by the whole concept of what do you do with the AI in a camera? So if you could help us understand, how is AI going to disrupt your industry, which we are consumer to it, we are one of the consumers. How is that going to impact, and what do you think is going to come out of this?
Moment for us is very important to integrate our system with the AI. So at the moment we are integrating our solution with the third party AI softwares, but in future we are working on it, and we will come come with our own AI solution with the conference system. That is what the, I think, idea with the our Belgium office. So we are still working on it, and hopefully soon, coming years, we'll have a AI solution with us also.
So how is that how AI is going to enhance experience, or I mean, for people like you, for people like us, and how is it going to enhance our work or improve our work?
Example, if you see the code scenario, so now what happen if you see code scenario just has a one microphone, and others people has a microphone, and in the code scenario it's very important to have transcription, which is very important. So at the moment they need some stenographer and all that, they do a writing pads and all that. The moment you take a the audio out from microphone, and then you just connect with the AI, it will give you automatically everything on a display itself. So that is something a very big advantage. I think we should definitely integrate our solution with the AI in coming future.
So in fact, I was reading a news, and I saw the video. It came from one of the graduation ceremonies in US, and you all know, we've all been to so many events. When we see, when the awards are being given or degrees are being given, the person receiving the award or a degree may not be their person's, his name or her name is being read out at that time, because there's so many people coming in. So what they did with the AI is, AI was able to identify the exact person who was about to receive, and the name was read out with the with the details. So I thought that was amazing, because we have been to over 200 plus events, and we always find this, we always have experienced this confusion and chaos right at the time, because there are 500 600 people receiving it at graduation ceremony, and very difficult to keep track of each because of paucity of time. So I think that's one of the things that AI camera could do, and that really helps at events like that you're going to attend or you're going to cover the Mahotsav. So you said you're also providing a lot of security solutions to or teleconference service to defense forces, security forces. So how does your system address security, and how are they reliable in terms of communication?
Is completely a patent, where I would say it's a fully encrypted, which is very important for the defense. The first priority is